He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that takes warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman sees the sword come and blows not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but the blood shall be required at the watchman's hand. Rastafari. Give it thanks, Ras reporting ahead of the time, one stone at a time. InInational, InInational, justice. So, talking about the situation in Palestine, looking at the Google News, you notice that the titles of these articles itself are what's most significant, because a lot of people just look at the titles. They don't actually look at the storyline. And in Google News, when you look at the main, articles for the day, it always reflects at the top the ones they want you to see, and at the bottom, the ones that kind of hidden, that nobody really cares about. See, that's the most important thing you need to understand about the search engine, is that nobody really goes, most people don't go to the 20th page. Most people look at the first page of what they search for, the first few websites. They don't go to the bottom. And that's the whole trick about it. So, you can tout this whole idea of democracy, but at the same time, you can create an illusion where even though you say it's democracy, the people only seeing what you want them to see. And if they're only seeing what you want them to see, then it's actually not democracy, is it? Right? Because by human nature, out of sight, out of mind. And if you're not showing the deaths of the Palestinian people, then the people are not going to be concerned about them. And so just to go ahead and read a couple titles, it starts off, it says, Egypt sides with Israel in conflict with Hamas. And it's got a big picture of Morsi, the ousted Egyptian president. Now, the ousted Egyptian president no longer runs the country. That's why he's ousted. He was ousted in a coup. And the reason he was ousted is because he sided with Hamas. So what they're doing here is they're making a, they're basically making fun of him, or using him in a way that's not actually in line with the story that they're writing about. So, just the idea that they would have the picture of Morsi doesn't have anything to do with the article, but the idea that they have the picture right next to the title, Egypt sides with Israel in conflict with Hamas, makes people think that, hey, here's the guy behind Egypt and here's the guy pulling the strings, but he has nothing to do with it. He's sitting behind a jail cell, behind bars. He can't do anything. Then the next title says, from Israel, IDF declares Oren Shan, IDF soldier who went MIN in Gaza, killed in action. That was from the Jerusalem Post. There was another huge article right here. I printed it up too big by accident. Missing Israel soldier, definitely dead, not captured by Hamas, Army says. Now there's over 600 Palestinians dead now. I think it's up to 700 now. And yet we're concerned about a missing soldier. Maybe he's missing, maybe he's dead. Something's not right with that picture. Opinion, missing Israel soldiers definitely dead, not captured by. So everybody's covering this. The Globe, the Jerusalem Post. Okay, the Wall Street Journal says Kerry and UN chief preparing to call for pause in fighting between Israel. Did you see this UN chief get up there? He didn't have me very convinced. I mean, they're sending support now to Al-Qaeda. Kerry's talking about, oh, we can't support Hamas because they're a blacklisted terrorist organization, but they're supporting Hezbollah, which is the real threat to them, by the way. But it just shows you how much they've gotten themselves in a hard spot, because they're forced to provide arms to Hezbollah, because if they don't, then they're going to have a bigger problem. So, it goes back to the first video of the ISIS, where, everybody says, well, ISIS is under control, the CIA's pulling the strings. No, you see these CIA guys retiring all over the place. Why? Because we're hip. We caught on to their game. We understand what they do. It's no longer a secret. And so they don't want to, they've been playing dirty their whole life. They don't want to continue in that course because they're going to get caught. And when they get caught, they're going to go to jail, if not being executed. So what they do is they run and hide. They do the same thing that their professionals are doing. hiding, just like the cowards that they always were. Here's another article. Does Israel really want peace? Which side are you on, the bombers or the bombs? So this one's in support of the Palestine, but as you can see, it's all the way at the bottom, these articles for the Palestinian people. The main articles that they want you to see are at the top. And it's really no wonder. I mean, Google doesn't even have Palestine on their map.